app. So in the previous session, as I already mentioned, we have used MIT App Inventor, and I've already shared the link in the chat box. Once again, I'm sharing the link. Yes.
We are live now.
Okay. So it's time to go. So students, as I'm discussing in the previous session, we have learned about the MIT app, how you can connect your smartphone with your laptop, with your software. In the previous session, हमने ये सीखा था कि कैसे हम अपने मोबाइल फोन को, अपने एंड्रॉइड स्मार्टफोन को अपने सॉफ्टवेयर से कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. Now I'm going to tell you recap just for 5 minutes what we did in the previous session. So just a second, I'm going to share my screen. Yeah. So this is what we did in our previous session. हमने एक application बनाई थी through this website. The name of the website is MIT App Inventor. So those who have not joined the previous session, I would like to request you can check our YouTube video. हमारा YouTube video जो हमने already आपके साथ share किया है link आपके SheCodes group में. आप उस YouTube video पे जाके complete फिर से ये प्रीवियस सेशन जो हमने कंडक्ट किया था उसे आप देख सकते हैं, रिकैप कर सकते हैं कैसे हम अपने मोबाइल फोन को अपने MIT सॉफ्टवेयर से कनेक्ट करें. Then in today's session we are going to learn how you can create a mathematics calculator. आप मैथमेटिक्स के जो कैलकुलेटर यूज करते हैं, आप जो कैलसी यूज करते हैं अपने मैथमेटिक्स के कॉन्सेप्ट्स के लिए, आप उस कैलकुलेटर को कैसे आप खुद से आप इस सॉफ्टवेयर पे बना सकते हैं. Right. So before begin this session, the first step is what you have to do. You have to create a new project. So here we have an option by the project. I hope it's visible to all of you. And one more thing, if you think that there is a network problem and the voice is not audible or my screen is not visible, just write in the chat box. So my team will guide me or help you how you can reconnect or how you can rejoin the session again, or आप फिर से इस session को again अच्छे से देख सकते हैं. So here, first step is you have to click on the project and you have to click my project, or the second is start new project. So I'm going to start a new project with a name of calculator calculator underscore SheCode, SHECODE SheCodes. So this is my application's name, calculator SheCodes. So I'll click OK. Now, after then, the next step is you can see there's a blank, or we can say the empty space here. Now, जब भी आप calculator use करते हैं, whenever you are using a calculator, you can see the two things. The first is you have to enter a number, and then you have to enter the second number. Suppose if you want to add two numbers, then you have to enter two number. So if you want to add two number, or if you want to subtract two number, or if you want to multiply two number, or if you want to divide two numbers, then what you have to do, you just need a two numbers, right? जब भी आप प्लस माइनस मल्टीप्लिकेशन और डिवीजन करते हैं, आपको दो नंबर्स की नीड होती है जिसमें आप मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशंस करना चाहते हैं. सो फॉर दैट इस एप्लीकेशन में हम सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे, हम सबसे पहले दो नंबर्स को एंटर करने के लिए यहाँ पे हम स्पेस बनाएंगे और एक एम्प्टी स्पेस क्रिएट करेंगे. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल what I'm going to do, as I've already mentioned here on my screen, you can see there's a option for in the palette. You can see here on this side, there's an option for palette. In the palette, there's an option for user interface. Then if I scroll it down, see here, layout. So first I have to click on the layout button. First of all, हमें सबसे पहले क्या करना है, हमें सबसे पहले एक layout create करना है. We have to create a layout in which I will drop my blocks. So here I'll use in the layout option, I'll use table arrangement. You can see the third option, table arrangement, and I'll tell you in detail why I use this table arrangement here. So you just need to click, drag and drop it here. Fine. So after that, what you have to do, the second option is, the second point is, now we have to change the size of this table arrangement. Why I use this option layout? Because I'm going to drop all the blocks, all the options inside the table, right? And I think you have heard about this table arrangement before in your school, like what is exactly the meaning of table arrangement. If you want to arrange some tables. Your class teacher says ki arrange the table into 3 rows or 5 columns, or either 5 rows, 3 columns. So that's the term table arrangement I have used here. So here I want to use table arrangement in the form of 3 columns and 3 rows. So I change the value from here. You can see this side. This is in the property. I'm changing the columns and rows into 3 columns and 3 rows. Why I choose this one, I'll show you here right now. So the next step is I set the table arrangement into 3 row into 3 column. Means I can fit 3 boxes and 3 by in the matrix form 3 by 3. So again, we'll go in the user interface, and here I'll choose a block of label. So the meaning of label means whenever you go in the market and you see there's a tag है ना, in every product, कोई भी product जब आप buy करते हैं there is a tag जहाँ पे उसका price लिखा होता है, उसकी details लिखी होती है, और we can say a label. Whenever you buy a new t-shirt or a new cloth, then you can see there's a label ना जो उसके साथ में लगा होता है with the t-shirt or with the cloth, जहाँ पे उसका tag, उसके price, उसकी detail लिखी होती है. So in the same way, here I used a label, and in the label I can change here. See, in the properties, I change the name of label into enter first, 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 enter the first number, NUMBER. So I change the label from text to label 1 to enter the first number. So this is my first label. Then again, I'll drag and drop a new label here, and then I'll same in the properties. Here in the properties, I'll change the label name from enter the text for label 2. I'll change it, enter the second number, because in the calculator we need to feed 2 numbers. That's why I'm using these. Enter the first number and enter the second number, SECOND. Enter the second number. Fine. So here we have 2 labels. Now I'll again drop a third label with the name of results, RESULT, result. Fine. So here we have 3 labels. First label name is enter the first number. The second label name is enter the second number. And the third label name is result. Fine. Now, next step is we have to add our text box. A text box for if suppose user want to add 2 numbers, then he needs a empty box now where he want to enter his numbers. अगर वो कोई calculator app use कर रहा है, so definitely he needs an empty box where he's going to fill the numbers. So for that, what we'll do, we'll go in the text box. Here is a text box option. You can see in here, there's a text box option. Now just click, drag and drop it inside the table arrangement. So this is our text box 1, where I can enter the first number. Then again, this is my text box 2, where I can enter my second number. And here's the text box 3, where I can show my, where I can see my results. Fine. So this is my first, this is my second label, this is my third label. In a similar way, this is my first text box, this is my second text box, and this is my third text box. So this is how you can create the front end design, right? Now, if you want to change the color of these labels, suppose I want to change the color of this label. So again, I'll go in the property, and in the property, I'll change the label from, see here, yeah. So I want to change the text color. So I'll make it red, enter the first number. Then I'll select the second label from here, and I'm going to change its color into red. And then I want the result. It's look like it's in the color of green. So I'll choose the color green. See, I'm doing as per my convenience. आप भी अपने हिसाब से कुछ भी use कर सकते हैं. You can use any color. So I've used enter the first number, enter the second number, and the result. So suppose if you are a user, you have to write your first number here. Then you have to write your second number here. And then if you want to add these 2 numbers, right? So for that, we need an addition button, a subtraction button, a multiplication button, and a division button. These are the 4 buttons that we need. Now, time to add these 4 buttons here in our calculator. So for that, what we will do, Again, we will go in the layout button. We'll select layout. And in the layout, here we have an option for horizontal arrangement. Horizontal arrangement means I'm going to arrange the 4 buttons with the name of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division in the horizontal manner. So that's why I have used this table with the name of horizontal arrangement. So I can arrange my all the buttons in a horizontal manner. Fine. So now what I'll do the next step. So the next step is, again, I'll go in the user interface, and here in the user interface I'll choose 4 buttons. Button 1, then see button 2, but there is no space for button 1 and button 2. See, so what I'll do, I'll delete this block from here. I'll do some changes. The changes are, I'll select the horizontal arrangement, and in the horizontal arrangement I'll use the width to fill parent. So इससे क्या होगा, आपका जो ये जो हमारा, इसको डिलीट करता हूँ मैं, फिर से आपको उसको बताता हूँ कि जैसे ही I have used the horizontal arrangement, I make this alignment to fill parent. मैं इसको completely fully इसको स्पेस स्प्रेड कर दिया, सो दैट इसके अंदर सभी बटन्स आ जाए, राइट, सो दैट ऑल द बटन्स will completely what we say इसकी इसमें एडजस्ट हो जाए. नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज I'll use 4 buttons, button 1, button 2, button 3. Now we have the 3 buttons already occupied the space. Now there is no space for button 4. So what I'll do, I'll select the button 1 option, and I'll change, or I'll rename this. I'll rename this, instead of button 1, I'll rename this the sign of addition. So right, addition sign. So now you can see this is my plus button. Same we will do with the text for button 2. I'll select this button, and here I'll go in the rename option, and in the rename option I'll change the name. See, just a second, I'll make it zoom. Now here I am just renaming it. Instead of text for button 2, I'll make it negative sign. Fine. Now you can see this is my negative button. Now text for button 3, I'm here again, I'm changing the name. Instead of text for button 3, I'll use multiplication sign. Yeah, multiplication sign. Fine. Now we need one more button, that is for division. So again, I'll drag and drop a new button from here, and I'll rename this text for button 4 to the division. See, this is, I'll make it division. Fine. So now you can see we have total 4 blocks or 4 buttons of plus, minus, multiplication, and division. Now, so I want my application to looks like more catchy, you know. So what I'll do, I'll change its color. I'll change my buttons color. So again, if you want to change the buttons color, again I'll select button 1, and here we have an option for background color. If you want to change the color of your button, then we have an option in the properties, that is background color. So I want this color of red. I want the negative sign. I want the negative sign. Sorry, as we think the plus should be of green color because it's adding something. Negative should be of red color because it's a negative word. So I'm using the negative color for that. For multiplication, I can use the blue color. And for division means it's breaking the number. So I'll use a color. Suppose I'll use the orange. Okay, so here I have select 4 colors and have it showing me 4 different buttons. Now I want this 4 buttons to be at the center of my screen, right? So for that, what I'll do, I'll click the screen button here, and from here I'll choose this allow horizontal to center. Just give me a second, not the center. I'll choose just a second, top. So first, what I'll do, I'll select the horizontal arrangement and make it appropriate. right? And in the screen, just select the center button. Now you can see this 4 buttons are at the center, but can you see in the top? Enter the first number, enter the second number. It's hidden. So for that, what we will do? Again, we'll click in the table arrangement. I use this table arrangement for these six what we say, for these 6 blocks. I use table arrangement. So again, if I change the number of rows, instead of 3, if I write 2, then you can see one number is hidden. If I write here 1, then you can see only one number is here, 2 are hidden. So that's why I used 3 rows and 3 columns. If I change 2 column, now see, the size becomes so small, so it's not looking good. So that's why I used here 3. So it looks appropriate at my screen. So again, I'll do one thing in the screen. I choose the same option left, because now it's look perfect. So what will be the next step? The next step is we have done the front end part, means we have designed our front end. Now the one more thing I want to add here, there is no option to reset or to clear the answer. There is no button that reset or clear my results. So for that, again, I'm going to add one more button with the name of, just drag and drop it here, with the name of clear. So here, text for button 5, I'll use CLEAR, clear. Now, can you see here? Clear button. So if you want to change the color of this button, you can change it from here. So I'll use magenta color. So I want my application to looks like colorful. That's why I've used these different colors. So if you are designing your own app, if you want to change the color, if you want to add picture, or if you want to add any character, GIF image, you can add on your application, because at the end it's your application. So it depends on you how much you want your app looks like catchy or ना. तो आप अपने हिसाब से आप अपनी एप्लीकेशन को किसी भी तरह से डिजाइन कर सकते हैं. Now the next part is our coding part. कि हमें प्रोग्रामिंग करनी है. We need to program our application. The backend part, right now we have done the front end, means हमने front end वाला part complete कर लिया है. Now the second part is backend part, means the programming part. So for the programming part, what we have to do here is the designer part that we already we have done. Now we have to click on the second part, that is the block. You can see, I'll just make it zoom. Here is the block option in which you can do the programming. So I'll click the block part. Now I'll just make it a little bit small. So just a second, I'll just resize it. So in the block part, now the time for programming, the backend part. So अब इसको थोड़ा सा ध्यान से सुनना, please have a look carefully. The here, see, whenever this is my text box 1, please listen carefully. This is my text box 1, this is my text box 2, and this is my text box 3. Please keep a note. इसको ध्यान से सुनना. ये हमारा text box 1 है. This is my text box 2, and this is my text box 3. This is my button 1, button 2, button 3, and button 4. Button 1 means addition, button 2 means subtraction, button 3 means multiply, button 4 means division. In case you are not able to recognize the name, you are not able to, आपको नाम यही नहीं याद हो रहा, so what you will do, click on the button 1 here, button 1, and rename this button. So I'm going to rename this button. The new name is, I'll just make it zoom a little bit. The new name is plus, plus. Okay, so I'll make it plus. Now button 2, again I'm renaming it minus, minus. Fine. Now button 3 is for multiplication, so I'm going to rename it multi, multi, plication. Pardon me if I write the wrong spelling. So multiplication, and the fourth one is rename it and division, division. Cool. So this is how you can remember the names. Like this is for +1, this is for minus, this is for multiplication, and this is for division. And the button 5, yes, the button 5, this is for reset, RESET, reset. Okay, so we have changed all the names of our buttons, or we have nomenclature all the names. Now, what you have to remind that this is text box 1, text box 2, text box 3, plus minus multiplication, division, and reset or clear. Fine. So let's go to the block part. Block part. Now here you can see we have buttons, that is plus, minus, multiplication, division, and reset. So we have already changed the name of the buttons into plus, minus, multiplication, and division, and then reset. So now the program starts here. Whenever I click the plus button, whenever I click the plus button, then what will happen? जब भी मैं plus button को click करूँगा, means whenever I click the plus button, then what will happen? The text box 1, the text of text box 1, and the text of text block 2 है ना add हो जाएगा, and the result will be here in the text box 3. Fine. Suppose you are entering your first text here, you are entering your text second text here, and then when you click on the addition button, then the sum of text box 1 and the sum of text box 2, जो addition जो result होगा, result will be here. So in the same way, what we have to do, whenever I click the plus button, then the text box 3, the text box 3 means the resultant block, or we can say the resultant box. The text box 3 set the text box 3 text. Whenever I click the plus button, then what it will do, it changes the text box 3 text. Fine. ये आपको समझा कि whenever I click the plus button, it will set the text box 3 का जो text है, right? Then here we'll go in the mathematics block, and here I'll choose a block with the name of addition. So it will add 2 text box. Now here यहाँ पे और यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? Can you have an idea what we have to insert here and here? So we'll go in the text box 1, and from here I'll use this option, this one. So the text box 1 ka text, and I'll make a duplicate of it. Text box 2 ka text will get added, and the resultant will be in the text box 3. Please listen it carefully, because this is the logic basically for the calculator. Right now what we are doing here, we are adding. Here is a maths block, basically it's an additional block. So what exactly this block is doing, it adding the text box 1 ka text and text box 2 ka text, and the resultant will be shown in the text box 3. And when it will happen, whenever I click the plus button. Fine. So this is the addition block. So I'll put the text box 1 ka text plus text box 2 ka text, and the resultant will be shown in the text box 3 में. Fine. So here again I'll show you. This is text box 1, text box 2, text box 3. I know it's a little bit confused, but you have to listen it carefully what exactly this program is saying. Whenever I click the plus button, then what this plus button will do, it will add the text box 1 plus text box 2, and it will show you the result in the text box 3. The similar thing I did here. Whenever I click the plus button, then what it will do, it will add the text box 1 ka text plus text box 2 ka text, and the resultant will be shown in the text box 3. So this is the program for the plus button. Now, if you understand this concept, then the same applicable for all the other 3 blocks. Now, what you have to do, just make it duplicate. Fine. Now instead of plus, now this time I'm going to do this with minus. So I'll use minus here. Whenever I press the button of minus, then what will happen? The resultant of text box 1, so I'll put it here, the resultant of text box 2. So this time there is no need of addition block. There is no need of addition block. So I'll delete this block from here. I'll go in the math block. I'll use a minus block. So here is my minus block. I'll put it here. Now in the subtraction or in the minus, I want to subtract from 1 to 2. So here I'll use -1 or text box 1 minus text box 2, and the resultant will be in the text box 3. And when it will happen? Whenever I click the minus button. Fine. So now the third step is again duplicate. Now here the third is multiplication. So I'll choose the sign of multiplication. Here we'll remove this block here. We'll remove this block here, and we will change this block. Now this time I need a multiplication block, so I'll delete the -1. And in the mathematics, in the mathematics blocks, see here mathematics, in the maths, I'll choose the third one, that is multiplication, and I'll put it here. Fine. Now I want to multiply two numbers. So already the two numbers inside the text box 1 and the text box 2. So I'm going to multiply text box 1 with the text box 2. Fine. So whenever I click the multiplication button, now you can see the text box 1 is going to multiply with the text box 2, and the resultant will be in the text box 3. Fine. Now the last but not the least, for the division. So again duplicate, and this time I'm going to division. Fine. So the same process. I hope you are trying parallelly. If no, then you can try it after this session. So here text box 1, text box 2, there is no need of multiplication because we are talking about division this time. So I'll delete this mathematics function, and in the maths again I'll choose the division block. So these are the operators that are performing, हमारा operation perform कर रहे हैं. So again text box 1 division by text box 2. Fine. So this is how my program is ready. So this is just a simple what we say is कि ये हमारा backend का program है. This is our backend program, and just a second. Yeah. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can take the screenshot. But here the program is not ready. Why? Because we have not used the last button, that is the reset button or the clear button. I also want to, whenever I click this clear button, the answer will get clear. So for that, again, we'll go in the block and we'll do the last program for the clear. So here I'll duplicate it and I'll make it reset, or you can say clear. So there's no need of this block. I'll delete it from here. I'll delete the complete block from here. So reset means whenever I click the reset button, my screen or that box looks empty. So for that, we'll go in the text and I'll use this one. I'll make it zoom so it sees clearly. Here in the text, you can see here in the text, I just click the text button. There's an empty space. So I use that block. All right. So this is how my program is ready. Now time for showcase. All right. So just a second. Yeah, the program is ready. Now time to check either it's working or it's not working. Fine. So the same process, I'm going to tell you again how you can connect your Android phone to your smartphone, or how you can check your application on your smartphone or smart device, how you can check this application is working or not working on your smartphone. Similar way, there's an option for connect. In the connect, we have 3 options. You can use any of the 3 options by which you can connect your smartphone, your Android phone with your computer. The first is the AI companion. AI companion means you can connect your Android phone with this MIT software with the help of internet, right? You can connect through the internet. You just have to scan your application, that MIT companion, है ना? आपके यहाँ पे एक QR code मिलेगा, and these are 6-digit code. Either you can write those 6-digit code on your on your mobile app, or either you can scan that QR code. Second is the emulator. Emulator, why we use this option emulator? Because see, if suppose you think you don't have any smartphone, right? You have only have a laptop. So in that case, when you set up the emulator, a virtual mobile will appear on your screen. So whatever the programming, whatever the design you are doing here on this website, the same thing you can check on your emulator. So it's a virtual mobile, and you can use it anytime. The third is the USB, means you can connect your mobile phone with your USB. So you can transfer your data with the USB also. The last two option is reset connection and hard reset. Why we use these connections? Let's suppose when if you are using your AI companion and you think that there's a network problem and your mobile application is not working properly, then you can reset your previous connections or hard reset. So this is how you can connect or sorry, reset or hard reset your system. Now I'm going to use this AI companion option. Before that, I have to unshare my screen so that no other child or no other student scan my QR code, because in the previous session I guess someone have scanned the QR code, so on that time I'm not able to share my mobile screen. So I would like to request you, just a second. I'm going to share my mobile phone screen. Just a second. Give me 1 minute. And then I'll tell you after this session or after this application, I'll tell you how you can make your own APK. APK means your own file. Fine. So just a second. Here is an option for build. Meanwhile, I tell you there's an option for build. In the build, there you can see the second option, app save or .apk to my computer. So when you click this second option, automatically APK will be saved on your system, and then you can share that APK with anyone, with your friend, with your family members. Just a second. Yeah, I've joined through my system. So this is the you can't start screen share. Okay. So just a second. I'll make post F. Yeah. Okay. So this is the option from where you can create your own APK, and I guess you all of you know about what exactly APK is. APK क्या होता है सभी को पता होगा. Just like if I'm using a PDF, if I'm using a docs file, if I'm using a song, if I'm listening a song, then you have seen कि song जो save होता है, that is saved with the name or with the extension of .mp3. Or if you are watching a video, then you have seen the video is saved with the extension of .mp4. And if you are reading a book, then you have seen a digital book. Sorry, if you have checked that the PDF is saved with the name extension of .pdf. In a similar way, if I'm using a mobile phone, then mobile phone applications are saved with the extension of .apk. Fine, it's like a surname. So basically, if you want to save this application, so here we have option in the build. We have a second option, app. See, I'll click this one. So it will save my APK. It's going to be complete, and you can see it here. And if you want to install on your Android phone, smartphone, you can. Fine. So here I'm sharing my screen side by side, my mobile phone screen. You cannot start screen share while other participant is sharing. Okay, I have to unshare my screen first. So here I have to unshare my screen. Just a second. It's 100% complete, and now it started downloading. You can see here calculator at this corner. I'll show you. So you can see here calculator.SheCodes APK. So it's now saved with a file of APK. Now this is the APK, and if you want to share with your friends and family members, you can. Now I am going to stop sharing. Now just give me a minute. So here, screen sharing. Now you can see my screen sharing. Now this is my APK mobile application. Now, just a second. I'm going to so connect AI companion. In the similar way, what you have to do, you have to click on the AI companion. See, I'll show you how I have created. So can you see here? There's an option for connect. In the connect, you have to click AI companion. In the companion, you have two options. Either you can scan the code or either you can write here the code. So it's now connecting 15% load. Then we'll wait for a few seconds. Now, yes, I think it's visible. I guess someone have scanned this code. That's why it's not showing me. Okay, no problem. Again, I'll change this QR code. So runtime error, the operation plus cannot accept the argument. Okay. Just a second, I'll check what's the problem right now here. So I'll check it again. Just give me a second. It is connected. Project connect hard reset. Connect AI companion. So scan QR code. Okay, I think someone have used my code right now. Scan QR code again. I'll try. This takes a little bit time while connecting. 15% done. 20%. Yes. Now, can you see my screen? If yes, please write in the chat box. My app is working. Okay. So actually, my the background of my application is black. But yes, if I want to change the color of that also. So let's try this app. So enter the first number. So I'm going to enter my first number. Suppose 10. Fine. Now here I'm going to enter my second number. Second number will be 05. Now resultant. So for resultant, suppose I want to add these two numbers. So I'll press the add button, addition. So my result is 15. Good. Now I want to subtract that. Like, what is the resultant of 10 minus 5? So I'll press the red button. That is negative. 10 minus 5 is equals to 5. Fine. Now the resultant of multiplication. So if I press the blue button, that is what is the resultant of 10 into 5. So I press the 5, that is 50. Now if I want the division, so I'll press the yellow button, that is for division. 10 division by 5. So that is the answer is 2. Got it? So you can do anything. You can do plus, you can do multiplication, you can do minus. One more thing. I want to clear. I have not used the last button, that is clear. So when I press the clear button, now see my screen is empty. So this is fine. So how many of you find this app interesting or this MIT app? I hope you all will try this calculator app after this session. Yeah, so I hope you like this. कि कैसे हम अपना खुद का calculator बना सकते हैं. Now, suppose I want make it more interesting. I'll change the number. Instead of 10, I'll use some bigger number, and let's see how many of you are students are telling कौन मुझे सही आंसर बताएगा. So I'll write here 23. I use the small number 23 plus, so that मैं भी इसको calculate कर लूँ. 23 or 8. So what will be the result of 23 plus 8? So I'll press the plus button, 31. Okay. And what will be the negative? Minus 28 minus 3. Oh, sorry, 23 minus 8. 15. Great. Okay, 23 multiplied by 8. I hope no one is using the calculator right now. So 23 multiplied by 8, that is 184. And let's see, will it work for the decimal values? 23 division by 8, that is 2.875. Yes, it is working, and it's 2.875. Oh wow, so already I've mentioned 2.875. So now it's time to clear. So yeah, time for text to clear. Fine. So this is how you can create your own application. Now here, as I already mentioned, as we have I think promised, we will tell you how you can upload your APK or how you can upload your applications on Play Store. I think most of the students want to know, okay, sir, how can I upload my applications on Play Store? How can I upload my games on Play Store, right? So we'll discuss on this right now. So here, just give me a second. So again, I'm going to share my screen. Uh, is that, yeah, this one. So yes. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can take. Here are all the details are here. आप इसका screenshot ले सकते हैं. And if you want to take the screenshot of the coding, I'll show you the coding part also. So I'll count 1 to 5. Within 1 to 5, just take a screenshot of this blocks. So again, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. 4, sorry, 4. I forget the 4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So I hope you have taken the screenshot now. Time for block part. So I'll just make it a little bit small so that you can capture all the screenshot properly. So yes, dismiss. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I guess you all of have take the screenshots. Now I will go for the next part, that is how you can upload your games on Play Store, or how you can share your games on Play Store. So for that, what you have to do, just a second, I'll close this AI companion. And I wish कि जो भी student who is watching this session, just try this application, try another application, and share with your mentors, your 18 in charge, so that they can share with us. And your feedback also, if you have any doubt, if you think that the session is fine, if you think that you have any problem, you can share your doubts, problems with your resource person. They definitely they are in touch with me, और मैं आपके problems जो है आपके resolve करूँगा. Now, second is here you can see my screen. Now, what you have to do if you want to upload it on the Play Store. So for that, you have to write Google 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 Play Console CONSOLE console. Google Play Console is basically it's a part of a Google जहाँ पे आप you can register yourself and you can upload your APKs, your games files on the Play Store. But please note one thing, मैं एक चीज starting में आपसे कहना चाहूँगा, please. It's a paid service. It's not a free service. It's a paid service. So whomsoever who is watching this, it's a paid service, or it काफी costly है. If you are thinking you want to upload your games on Play Store, so it's something in dollars. It's something about $25. So I guess अगर $25 को मैं आज के जो हमारा करंट रेट है हमारा इंडियन रुपीस में मल्टीप्लाई करूं तो इट्स समथिंग 2000 से 2500 के इन बिटवीन ऐसा कुछ आपको रहेगा. प्लस में इसमें गवर्नमेंट का भी टैक्स होता है, 2 to 3% गवर्नमेंट का भी टैक्स होता है. तो इट्स नियर अबाउट 2500 या इससे ज्यादा. सो आई एम नॉट रिकमेंडिंग यू कि आपको ये करना ही करना है. Yes, if you think that you are pro in the app designing and you are pro in the game designing and your parents if permits you, then you can go for it, but otherwise don't try this. Fine. So मैं आपको starting में ये चीज बोल रहा हूँ because I have heard most of the students what they are doing, they don't know about the cyber crime, cyber security. जो हमारी जितनी भी चीजें होती है cyber concern के बारे में उनको नहीं पता and they are misusing it. So in the starting, I'm sharing this कि without your parents' consent, please don't buy or purchase anything from here. I'm just sharing a link कि आप यहाँ से कर सकते हैं because it's an official Google Play console. Now what you have to do, you just have to create your account. Right now it's showing me 403. There's an error. I'm sorry for that. I'll try it again here. Normally you have to create your account here. You need to sorry, you have to first log in through your Google's ID, your Gmail ID. Then you have to fill in some credentials. Suppose if you are designing an app, अगर आप कोई WhatsApp जैसी app बना रहे हैं, you are designing a app related to TikTok, or if you are designing an app related to any other communication channel, है ना, कोई भी ऐसा पोर्टल आप बनाते हैं, तो आप वहाँ पे अपना आपका नेम आप मेंशन कर सकते हैं. सपोज माय नेम इज कैलकुलेट, माय एप्लीकेशन इज कैलकुलेटर, सो आई राइट CALCULATOR calculator. Then my secondary email ID, my contact number, then I have to click yes, yes, and then create account and pay. So here you have to pay $25 plus tax to for the government. And then when you create your account successfully, then definitely you can upload your games, your files on the Play Store. So this is the method by which you can upload your, yeah, if any school or any SheCode team who is participating and they are designing an application, then definitely you can go through this if you want to publish your app. So this is the method. I'm not going to show you the complete process because it's a lengthy process. You have to mention your ATM card, debit card detail and all. So it's a personal thing. I hope you can try by your own if your parents and family permits you. Now time for question answers, because right now we have 3:53. So here, sir, okay. So you can watch this session on YouTube already. Thanks, Akriti. You have shared a YouTube link with us. So you can watch this YouTube, this sessions recorded now on YouTube. And Akshit is asking, sir, what is the, how we can rename our screens in MIT? If you want to rename your screens in MIT, then definitely there's an option for renaming. When you start your project, you can see here, start new project or my project. After that, suppose I'll say my project, and then if you click here, just a second, I guess there's an option for renaming also. I have to check because I have never renamed this my project. Otherwise, what we will do, just create a new project. If you think that there's no option for renaming, just create a new project and then rename it as you want. Fine. Then next is okay. Any other, sir? My emulator is not connecting. Yeah, Neha, Nitu, sorry, Nitu. This most of the time I also face the problem with the emulator. So there is a tutorial on the official website of MIT how you can connect the emulator or how you can use the emulator. Just I would like to request you just check that video because there's a process. It's a process. You have to download some other external links to use the emulator. It's a lengthy process. That's why I already use the AI companion because it's a quickly it's connects my device with my laptop. So how I align, sir, how to align the text on center. So if you want to align the text at the center, so for that, what you have to do, just see here in the designing part, there's a screen option. In the screen, you can use these options: text horizontal, sorry, aligned horizontal, aligned vertical. So by using this, you can align your, see, you can see on my screen, I have changed the location from top to bottom or center. Can you see on my screen? This is how you can align. But it's not looking good, so I'll use this one. So how to align the same questions, I think. Nico, again, I'm repeating, you have to watch the complete tutorial on the MIT's official website, how you can connect with the emulator. Okay, any new question? Anyone want to ask any other question? Because it's time 3:55. I'll check. Sir, how to connect mobile to MIT? Already, Madra, I have already tell you there are three ways to connect mobile with MIT: AI companion, emulator, and the USB. Can we start? Sir, can we share our APK on WhatsApp? Yes, you can share. You can share your APK through WhatsApp, through Bluetooth, through any sharing app. So APK it's similar to a song, just like you are sharing a song with your friends and family. In a similar way, you can share your APK with your friends. Now, app is not opening in window. Arshita, actually this application is only for mobile apps. It's not for Windows. Windows and Android is something different. So for if you want to open your app, you need a Android device for that. How to scan the QR code? If you want to scan the QR code, for that you need a AI companion on your Android phone. As in the previous session, I already mentioned how you can download that link. Otherwise, what you will do, just search on Play Store AI companion और आपको वो ऐप मिल जाएगा जहां से आप इसको स्कैन कर सकते हैं क्यूआर कोड को. So how to delete any text box in app design? Myra, I think you are from Salman Girls, I guess. So if you want to delete this, here we have an option. Just select the button, and there's an option for delete. Right. So this is how you can delete the your blocks or whatever you want to delete. Now, okay. Just a second, I have to check for that because I never used this rename option. But if you want to rename, I will just for it. No, there's no option for renaming, I guess. So what I suggest, you can start a new project. Otherwise, if there would be a renaming option, I'll get back to you. Otherwise, you can connect with your mentor. So how to change background color? If you want to change the background color, then we have an option for background color here. See, as I already mentioned, click the green button. Sorry, click the plus button, and here is the option for background color. So you can change the color from here. Green, blue, whatever the color you want to use, you can use any color. Fine. So thank you. Such an interesting app. Thanks, Anshita, for sharing your feedback. So how to get the blue block to feed in the text in the two text blocks. Akshita, I would like to request you. You can just watch our recorded YouTube video again because I have already mentioned, and as Akriti have already shared the YouTube link in the chat box. So these blocks are like Scratch. Yes, Sachi, these blocks are just like similar to Scratch. What you have to do, you need to just drag and drop these blocks, and you have to make just like arrangement, and these blocks will work accordingly. So I want to ask some words with yes, you can ask Shida. Okay, so this session was very interesting and exciting. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Pratik, for thank you so much, sir. Sir, the episode interesting. Okay, thanks, Yashika. Sir, I have a doubt. Yes, you can ask your doubt also. Uh, thank you. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, we have 1 minute. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, we have to. This time for wrap up. 4 o'clock is there. So time for wrap up. It's 4 o'clock. Thank you so much for making. So this calculator is given even more precious values than a mobile phone. Okay. So thank you so much. Now time for leave. You can time and you can just disconnect this call. If you have any doubt, you can reach out to your mentors, your actually in charge. In the future, if you want to ask anything, I'll definitely help you over there. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Bye bye. Okay, bye everyone. You can leave.